Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, one and all, and welcome to the Caps Locks and Chair Shots podcast. My name is Ed Burkeen. Joining me, as always, is the triumvirate of awesomeness. We have the muscle of the podcast, the future MMA fighter and hopeful voice of the Philippines, the one, the only, the Jaime. Say hi, Jaime.
Call me Jaime Wrestling because that's what we're going to talk about right now.
All right, and joining us as well is the unfunny comedian. You can find him on Twitter. He does gay pornographic reviews, and among other things, he may be live tweeting some other stuff. Let's hear it for Alex.
I really wish I could pull an Alberto El Patron right now and just do a massive line of Coke.
He's talking about Coca-Cola, guys. He likes to sniff
Obviously.
Coca-Cola slushies. And my arch nemesis, Dan Dorrit, he's here as well.
I'm gonna get a shield to hide behind all your awesomeness.
Okay, alright, let's jump ahead to Sunday. Let's just jump right along into Sunday. Forget what happened this week, we'll talk about it later. Sunday's Battleground. 8 matches on the card. Let's ask this question first. Who cares about this pay-per-view? Anybody?
I guess there's the Mike Kanellis match.
Anybody else?
The Baron Corbin match.
Okay, so we're 2 for 2 for predictability. Dan?
I cared none.
And we're 3 for 3. Perfect! Let's start off with the match that's going to be on the pre-show. Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English. The question's not going to be who wins, because we know who's going to win this match. The question is, will Aiden English cry after the match is over? I'm going to be crying because this match is taking place at a WWE show. Dan, will we see Aiden English cry?
I don't know if I'm gonna watch the pre-show, so I might have to read your recap.
This match won't be on my recap because I refuse to recognize what happens on a pre-show because it isn't the actual show.
I guess I gotta watch the pre-show.
I guess you do.
I guess I want to see Ty Dillinger win, and we all want to know if Aiden English is gonna cry. You have to recap this.
And you want to know where you can watch the pre-show? Live on the WWE Network for just $9.99. That's right. Alex, Aiden English crying when he loses? Yes? No?
Does anyone care?
Jaime, same question.
I'll care more about the Ty Dillinger 10 chance.
Very well. So Aiden English, sorry, you're done. Now, we're going to skip around the card because I'm looking at Wikipedia right now, and it has the Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton match first, and I don't think that's going to happen. So let's start with the match that all you neckbeards and smarks want to talk about. Sami Zayn versus Mike Kanellis. I could care so little about this. I mean, I'm probably not going to watch.
And this is why I hate you.
You know what? I can't say.
This might be one of the best technical wrestling matches on this card, which is something that we should look forward to on this card.
You're making my head hurt
and you don't
by.
want to watch it, bro.
This is going to be better than AJ Kevin Owens? Are you high, Dan?
It's gonna be the second or third best technical match on the card. It's gonna be one of the.
There's
best
only
matches.
8 matches on the card, and one of them is in the Punjabi prison, and the other one is a 5-way with a bunch of women.
Probably the worst match on the card.
Oh my god.
Bro, I like Mike Kanellis. I like Sami Zayn. It's not going to be Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels.
Thank you. Thank you. Jaime, what do you think?
I would care more about this if it would be Alex and Dan tagging along against Sammy and Mike in a 4-man fat guy tag team match.
Oh,
That actually sounds pretty awesome.
Oh.
Sign me up.
yes!
Well, did you just call Mike and Sammy fat?
No, he called you two fat.
He said it was a 4-man fat match.
4-man beat up on the fat guy match? I don't know. Either way, it was still good.
Hey, that means I'm getting paid an obnoxious amount to get beat up, so I'm cool with it.
Yeah, as I mean, I guess that's different from normal when you just get beat up anyway.
Well, either way, Ed and I are not gonna watch you guys fight.
Oh, I'd watch it. Battle for Supremacy. Let's see who's going to stay on the podcast. Speaking of which, letting you guys know, later on in the show, we're going to be voting somebody off Survivor style. People are going to be leaving the show. Just saying, one of us won't be here. Moving on. AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, U.S. Championship. Best match on the card. Anybody disagree?
Okay.
I agree.
Dan?
Yes.
I didn't hear an answer from you.
Oh, I said it should be okay.
Should be okay. Should be okay. You're just doing this to tick me off, right? Like,
No.
this is how this morning starts.
No.
I get you up early in the morning to do a show that's literally being depended on for entertainment by 7 people, and you want to give me crap like this.
Well, we're not even going through predictions, so yeah, it's just going to be okay.
I weep for your future children, provided you can find a woman that'll have them.
I don't want kids. They are all terrible and all the devil.
Thank the Lord Dan won't reproduce.
I didn't say I won't reproduce. I just said I don't want kids.
Oh my God.
When we're going through the motions of reproducing, that's what I'm talking about. But I mean,
So what you're saying is we're eventually going to see Dan Dorrit make his television debut on an episode of The Maury Povich Show.
I mean, you might have to go. I might have already been on there.
I have seen every show, you have not.
Okay, that doesn't surprise. Have you seen every episode of Springer though?
25 years, it's a little tough getting some of the first and second season, but I've seen a fair amount. It's on 4 times a day here. I've seen a little bit, yeah.
My favorite episode is the wrestler episode that Springer did.
Oh, there was a few better. There was a few better.
Anyway, let's get back.
Okay,
to the
Alex,
card.
you excited for AJKO?
I guess.
All right, you know what? This sucks. Let's just do the predictions. We're all agreeing that Ty Dillinger's going to beat Aiden English, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn, Mike Kanellis. I got Sammy if I had to pick somebody.
You do have to pick somebody. You got to go back into the prediction sheet and put your prediction in.
I did. I already did.
It wasn't in there last night.
That's horse hockey. Hold on. Alex, what is your prediction? Sammy Sammy whatever.
Mike Kanellis will win via Maria doing shenanigans. Probably breast-related shenanigans. Or buttocks-related shenanigans.
Now, this is something I can get behind. Breast-related shenanigans. Okay, yeah. Okay, now I put my prediction in. Going with Sami Zayn. Jaime, go.
I'm going with Mike Kanellis. Same thing as Alex.
Dan?
Do you believe in miracles or the power of love?
I believe in miracles.
So you believe in Mike?
No. That is not a miracle. A miracle is the 1980 U.S. men's Olympic hockey team. That's a miracle. A miracle is the fact that you have plans tonight, can't be on the NBA podcast, and may or may not be going on a date. Reports are unconfirmed. That's a miracle. Mike Kanellis is not a miracle. Maybe the fact that he got somebody as beautiful as Maria, that may be a miracle. But no, Mike is not a miracle.
TNA guy. I'm taking Mike.
Okay, alright, whatever. Let's move on, because you've done pissed me off. Brizongo versus somebody. Who? Who? Does anybody know who?
Well, I'm predicting it's gonna be versus Darren Young and someone else. He picks someone else they put alongside Darren Young.
Could it be Bob Backlund?
Isn't Darren Young on Raw?
Since when does that matter?
I mean, unless you're somebody's child, normally you don't switch shows. Or unless you're traded.
Well, he is John Cena's brother from another mother. I mean, the look. Come on.
Yeah.
Cena's not doing two matches in one night, so there goes that one.
I'm not saying. Well, hold on. I'm not saying it's going to be Cena and Darren Young versus Breezango. I'm just saying that's why Darren Young is going to be on SmackDown.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, okay. So we got Jaime. Who's going to win that? Breezango's not going to win, right?
Nah.
Dan, who does Breezango face, or who does Breezango lose to? Let's put it that way.
You know, with the rate that they're going with the tag teams, I feel like, part of me, I don't want to see this happen because I absolutely love the Fashion Files and everything about Breezango. But I'm hoping it's not like Tyler Breeze or Fandango turning on the other one and then they're going to feud. But I feel like that might be a possibility.
Okay. Here's my prediction. They're going to go out to the ring. Boo, 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 boo. Music hits, da-da-da-da, all that. They go out to the ring, right? They're in the ring. They show a montage of all the Fashion Files segments, all the Fashion X-Files, whatever. All of it. Then the lights lower and there's a spotlight in the ring. And then Tyler Breeze turns to Fandango and says, "It was me. I did it because the Fashion Files were so much fun. I just wanted to keep it doing it. And I love you, Fandango." And then they hug and they kiss in the ring. And all of a sudden the music, you look so good to me, hits.
Oh my god.
It's so far-fetched that Ed probably loves it. that actually, wow. I am so glad I have not came up with an Ed scenario. You and I may have both done this the last 2 weeks.
I love it. Not gonna lie, I love it.
If I had
Except,
to pick a tag team, I think it's going to be Shelton Benjamin and Gable.
no, I like what Alex did there. Except I'm gonna say that it's gonna be different. That everything he said right up until Tyler Breeze, I did it because the Fashion Files were so much fun, and then Fandango, still wearing his badge, is gonna be like, well, I gotta kick you off the force, and then that's gonna set up Fashion Files season 2, where the hair, Dan, the hair. Where it's gonna set up Fashion Files season 2, where Tyler Breeze is gonna be a private detective. It's gonna be magical. Fandango's going to need help on a case. He brings in his old partner, Tyler Breeze. It's so stupid it's going to work. Or Dink and Doink Clown show up. Whatever. I'd be happy either way. Now, the next match that I see is Shinsuke Nakamura versus Baron Corbin. Jaime, I'm not even going to ask what your prediction is because I think we already know, correct?
Correct.
Dan, who's your pick?
My pick is if Corbin wins,
Oh my god, here we go.
he doesn't cash in. But if Corbin loses, he's cashing in.
You're playing into my prediction, but yes, I agree with you. Alex?
I think
That's not Alex's
Corbin
voice.
is going to win.
Can you speak any slower, you William Shatner rip off?
Yes.
Alex.
He needs to see that my guy's gonna bury his guy.
Spock, phaser set to eliminate.
Yeah, okay. What's your pick?
Nakamura, I guess. My pick is that they shouldn't be doing this match, but Nakamura, I guess.
I mean, this is the classic setup for a cash-in. You put the Money in the Bank contract holder against somebody that he's probably going to lose to set him up later in the show in a major gimmick match that's going to cause some pain. Corbin's going to leave Battleground as the WWE champion.
Really? So you really think so?
I'm guaranteed.
You think he's going to cash it in this early?
Absolutely.
But
I mean, don't get me wrong, Nakamura's only lost one match since getting called up to the main roster, and it wasn't on TV. It was at a house show. He lost to Mahal.
It makes too much sense for Corbin not to cash in.
Who does he cash in on, though? Jinder or Orton? Because if he cashes in on Orton, you have a heel. Or if he cashes in on Jinder, you have a heel cashing in on a heel.
Don't answer that. Wait till we get to that part of the predictions.
Fair enough. Let's move on. John Cena and Old Glory against Handsome Rusev and the Bulgarian Flag.
Ruru.
What the hell was that?
Not miss that. Okay, so obviously you don't remember that. With the whole Summer Rae, Lana feud, and Summer Rae was with Rusev, and she was like, "My Ruru." You don't remember that?
No, I tried to block out as much Summer Rae as I can, other than her appearances.
Terrible. That is terrible.
I mean,
Summer Rae is a lovely lady.
Oh, she looks gorgeous. But when she steps between the ropes and she opens her mouth, the lights go out. Okay.
I'm taking Cena in that match.
Alex, who you got?
Cena.
Jaime?
Well, Cena wins.
It's definitely going to be Cena.
Yeah, I picked Cena too. I'd love to pick Rusev, but I don't see it. Although this could...
After that promo he cut, like, I don't see them not letting him win.
It made me want to re-enlist in the Marine Corps. Just saying. Let's move on because... God, getting ahead of myself. Before we move on, does anybody else think that maybe this is an opportunity for John Cena to put somebody else over like he has countless times?
How many more times can Rusev be put over, though? Like...
How many more times can he be put in a match with John Cena that we don't care about?
And I still think Rusev's in the doghouse. I think that Rusev is still in the doghouse.
He is. Because he married Lana without their permission.
Correct. For the Lana marriage and for the simple fact that he cut his hair. They did not want him cutting his hair.
I think he looks 1,000 times better.
Right.
Yeah.
But Vince has a thing for guys with long hair. Think about all of the stars.
Vince likes his big, sweaty men with long hair.
Like that was Rusev definitely had backstage heat when he cut his hair, and I don't think that they're over that.
Oy vey. No. Y'all are wrong, but I'm not going to tell you why. Let's move on. SmackDown Tag Team titles. The Usos versus The New Day. A new Rated R superstar and a fake Jamaican and a guy with double E boobs versus two brothers who refer to themselves in the third person with the same name. I don't know what to say here. Dan, explain. Who? What? Go.
My day is A1. Is Ish.
Okay.
I screwed that completely up, but the Usos are going to win.
Yeah, you definitely screwed that one. Your day one is H.
Yes, my day one is H.
There you go. I'm not editing that out, by the way.
That's fine. Don't.
Because you are listening to the Premier Wrestling Podcast on SoundCloud. We come to you unfiltered, unedited, and, well, kind of censored because we try not to cuss, for the children. Jaime, who wins? New Day, Usos?
I'm going to pick the Usos because as much as the New Day are owning them on the promos, I don't think the New Day is the right team to hold the titles right now. They enjoy their lengthy run. That's enough for me.
Jaime.
They're getting those titles at SummerSlam.
I have one thing to say to you, Jaime. Don't you dare be sour! Give it up for the longest reigning tag team champions and feel the power. New Day's gonna win. Yes, it is. Alex?
I picked the ones that weren't in a sex tape involving one of them finishing on a NXT title.
To be fair, it could still be one of the Usos. We just don't know it yet. So you're gonna have to be more specific.
I mean, no, they were never in NXT.
No, but wasn't Naomi?
right?
Naomi was.
Naomi never held the women's champion.
Just because you never held the
She was
top.
on loan. She borrowed it from Paige.
I mean, that might have happened to that ugly title that she's carrying right now, but...
Yeah, can we talk about that for a few seconds, please?
Please, can we? God, I hate that belt. Can they please take it off of her? She has literally destroyed that belt, figuratively and literally, like I just said. She has done nothing for the women's champion. I thought she was going to be a great champion. I was happy she got the belt. And then she got hurt, and I was like, oh, poor Naomi. And then she won it back at WrestleMania in her hometown, and I was like, yay, good for Naomi. And now it's just like, can we get that belt off of her so we can get a normal-looking belt? It's just like the stupid spinner belt that they had for the longest time.
Whoa!
So dumb.
Whoa! The spinner belt was genius.
No, it was dumb.
You're dumb.
Because you're a Cena, Mark, it's still dumb.
To be fair, if they had done with the spinner belt what they're doing now with the titles, where they had like replaced the spinner with like each superstar's logos, that would have been cool.
Oh my god, they totally did! CM Punk did it. Edge did it. Cena didn't have to do it because he came up with the belt, and those are pretty much the only three guys that ever held that belt.
Miz was literally just turning it upside down. Edge was
That's his logo.
Special one. And did Punk do it?
Yes, Punk did do it. I think Orton may have had it at a time, but
Right, can we just get back to the point about how terrible this SmackDown Women's division is right now with the title and Naomi?
well, I don't think any belt should glow. Jaime, talk to us. What do you think?
Alright. I'm a fan of the glow, but I'm not a fan of the glowing belt.
Okay. Which is worse to look... Jaime, I got a question for you. Which is worse to look at? The glowing belt or Dan's hair?
My hair's down underneath the headphones right now for our audience.
It's a pretty tough choice.
My girlfriend's
I
saying
can
it's
say
Dan's
bye.
hair.
I mean, it definitely, like, I definitely probably wouldn't disagree with that. Like, I mean, I can definitely let it sit like this if you want.
Beekner.
You're the cockmaster for nothing.
Beekner. You look like Beekner from the Muppets.
I have no idea who that is.
Dan's hair looks so terrible, we should take it off the podcast.
There it is. Love it. Love it. Alright, let's move on. Since we're talking about the SmackDown Women's Division, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Natalya, Tamina, and Lana. Fatal 5-way for the #1 contendership. Wait, does that mean that... It does mean that we are not going to see Naomi...
No, she's not. She's still
In a
going
match.
to have that stupid belt for like another month.
Until SummerSlam.
Go with your predictions for this match, and then I'll explain to you why y'all are wrong.
Becky Lynch.
Jaime?
Lana.
Natalya.
Becky Lynch, Lana, and Natalya. I'm going to go with Charlotte Flair, even though I picked Lana in our pool. But this is why you all are wrong about Naomi having the belt until SummerSlam. We know how these things are going to work out. Somebody's going to win that Fatal 5-way, correct?
Correct.
When they do, we're going to see a showdown between them and Naomi in the ring. Right? That's pretty much what happens with these things.
I know where you're going with this, and I hope you're so right. I hope you're so right.
So when Charlotte wins and Naomi comes out, and Charlotte hits Naomi,
Not happening. She's a face. That's not happening. She's a face.
she's
Not
Charlotte
if they
freaking
turn-
Flair.
If
She-
they turn Naomi heel, I feel like what they should do is have her start breaking glow sticks over her opponents.
No. You guys are missing the point. You say Charlotte's a face, and that's kind of right, but it's kind of wrong, too. She's a face in the same way that Randy Orton's a face, where, yeah, he's a good guy, but he's been a bad guy so well for so long, it's never left his system. Charlotte comes out, she faces off with Naomi, and then those two start getting after it. Charlotte hits whatever a big suplex or whatever her special move is. Out comes Carmella. Briefcase upside Naomi's head. Pins her. Gets the championship. Now you got Charlotte and Carmella with a feud. And you got Naomi introduced in the 4, 5, 6, whatever women that are constantly competing against one another in these multiple person matches to figure out who's going to be the next person to lose.
Well,
That
let me
sounds
tell you
horrible.
something, Ed, and I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. You have predicted 3 title changes so far,
Uh-huh.
and we haven't even got to the U.S. title match.
Uh-huh.
Not happening on Battleground.
Wait.
It's not big enough.
There's only been
You predicted a Corbin cash-in, you're predicting a Carmella cash-in, and you predicted a tag title
Yep.
change. It's not happening. You're wrong.
How many title changes did we see in the last 2 SmackDown pay-per-views? I'll give you a hint.
But they're not. I don't see anything changing hands till SummerSlam. This pay-per-view was not built up big enough. It wasn't. Where was the build for this?
And where was the build for
I'm
AJ?
excited for this.
Where was the build for AJ winning the United States Championship in an untelevised house show at MSG? Where was the build for that? The WWE didn't even release that happened until the next day.
That was because they didn't sell out Madison Square Garden.
I don't give a damn what it was from. It doesn't matter. You want to bring a build up.
They have no reason to do any title changes on the show.
What?
Absolutely not.
What is the most?
Even less because they're struggling with ticket sales for Battleground.
What is the most tried and true way to create hype for a show? It's the rematch. What with the network? With the network, everybody has a way of rewatching a pay-per-view. What's a good way to get those views up if something completely unexpected happens when nobody's watching? And they can watch again. So if you have 5, 10 title changes at a pay-per-view that somebody can rewatch, that the WWE can say, hey, this is our first run, but these are all the views people have watched since then on a pay-per-view that's not one of our big 4. It'll bring in more advertising money. It makes a lot of sense that way, I think.
They
don't care.
You can't... That's the worst argument for anybody to say anything about the WWE. Because you hear that everywhere. Hey, this can't happen because they don't care. Hey, this is a really good point, but they don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. Nobody thinks the WWE cares about anything. They don't care about the fans. They don't care about the superstars. They don't care about the storylines. They don't care about ratings. They don't care about anything. According to everybody else, they don't care about anything, and yet they are still the #1 wrestling company on this planet.
They do care
They
about.
care about ratings and they care about their stock shares. That's all they care about.
I disagree with that.
That is so stupid, it is unbelievable. The fact that you can walk the face of this earth and breathe in the same oxygen I do and have that crap spewing between your lips makes me want to live on another freaking planet.
Will we still be able to record the podcast?
Well, yeah, I'm not going to lose internet service just because I'm living on Mars. Get a grip, man. They got satellites. God. There might be a delay, but we're still going to do the
Only
podcast.
3 seconds.
I think it's closer to like 12, but beside the point.
Whatever.
Anyway, let's move on. AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, United States Championship. Somebody talk.
AJ Styles.
Yeah. AJ's keeping
From what
the title.
From what I've seen, Owens is about to get repackaged.
Interesting. As what?
That I don't know.
Canadian sympathizer?
Maybe an
Or
American
maybe-
sympathizer.
Maybe
Maybe
he turns
shoot him
face.
up the world title picture, maybe.
That's no. Kevin Owens turning face is a terrible idea. Kevin Owens in the world title picture
Too
is
much of a natural heel.
yeah. He's fantastic.
They could build towards them doing a tag team with him and Sammy.
Or
I think we get that, but I don't think we get that for a few years.
since you brought up a tag team, the WWE every 8 or 9 years has always had an un-American tag team. Kevin Owens, Jinder Mahal. They're not 3MB. They just call themselves the Un-Americans. Again, for the 6th different tag team to call themselves the Un-Americans in the WWE.
I mean, I don't see that happening. You're talking about SmackDown doesn't have a deep enough roster. Like, I like the idea. I actually do like one of your crazy ideas. But I just, if they were all on Raw, then yeah, maybe. But I don't think they're deep enough right now on SmackDown.
They're not. Give it a few more. Give it like another year, and I can see that, but not right now.
I'm just saying, what a better way than to have a... God! Oh, man. What a better way to have a interesting show than to put one of the most over guys on the roster with one of the most unover guys on the roster, maybe add a third or a fourth guy into the mix and just have them run roughshod over everything. NWO style. I'd watch it.
Yeah. I mean, sure, but like they just don't have enough guys to pull it off.
You don't need enough guys. You could literally have the three of them do this for 2 shows, get kicked out of the arena, come back, buy tickets in the first row for the third one, sitting there munching on popcorn, talking amongst one another, playing rock, paper, scissors to figure out who's going to interrupt this match. And then they climb back over the barricade, rock, paper, scissors, who's going to interrupt the next match. Rock, paper, scissors to figure out who's going to break up this segment, take the mic and explain what they're doing, be like, we're just going to do this next week, and the next week, and the next week, until we get our way. We want the world title, we want the U.S. title, we want the tag team titles. The 4 of us are going to hold all the gold, because we run this show, and if you don't believe it, we're going to keep proving it week after week after week. Let Owens do the talking, let Jinder do the heavy lifting, let Sammy and somebody else be the tag team, and it'll be fantastic.
Again, I like the concept, but I don't think they can do that without SmackDown having more people on it.
Yeah.
Who says they got to be just SmackDown? Am I boring you that much, Dan? Am I boring you that much that you have to yawn into the microphone? All right, you know what? Screw it. Let's do this. The Survivor vote right now. I'm going to ask all 3 of you who you vote for. Who are you voting off the podcast? Jaime.
Well, as much as I hate Dan, I'm close to hating Alex for liking Dan's opinions. And I like to mess with them around, so sorry, Ed.
Okay, that's 1 vote for me. That's not good. Alex?
You're boring. You.
Okay, Dan? Do I even have to ask?
As much as I dislike you, Ed, I'm going to have to vote for you.
Well, that seems... well, that's kind of backfired, didn't it? Seems I'm outvoted. But, you know, the great thing about running this show and paying for the SoundCloud account and doing all the work to put it on Real Sport and doing all the research and coming up with all the topics and dealing with all 3 of you guys every day all week is the fact that I can vote as many times as I want, as often as I want. So I vote 3 times for Alex, 3 times for Dan, 3 times for Jaime. It's a tie. Nobody leaves. Let's go to prison. Punjabi prison match, Jinder Mahal, Randy Orton.
Another boring match.
This is not going to be just boring. This is going to be actively terrible.
But Jinder's gonna win.
Yeah,
You
Jinder's
can't
gonna win.
hinder the Jinder. If Orton can't win in his hometown in front of his father, like Ed predicted, what makes you think Orton can win in a Punjabi prison?
I'm giving you the finger so hard right now. So you 3 are all in agreement Jinder wins.
No, because if Baron Corbin is going to cash in, like you think he is, he has to cash in on Orton. Otherwise, he's cashing in on the deal.
I don't want to know what you think about what I think. I want to know what you think yourself. Jinder Mahal, Randy Orton, who wins?
I don't think you're wrong, because I think that Jinder has proven himself to be a boring champion that will not draw. And I think Orton has proven himself to be not quite as over as they thought he was.
So are you picking Randy Orton? For the 4th time I'm asking this question.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wouldn't you give him a roundabout answer again? Just because it would have been up.
Anyway.
To see him over.
He'll be a champion for like 5 minutes. Yes.
Thank you for stealing my thunder, too, by the way. Not only did you find a way to aggravate me, but you stole my thunder because I had it prepped. I thought you were going to go with Jinder, and I was going to do my whole, you're wrong, and let me tell you why, and then explain how the cash-in's going to work, and whatever. So,
did you not listen to the last, 30 minutes of this podcast, as we were recording it? originally said that he thought Corbin was cashing in.
Anyway,
earlier in the show.
whatever. That right there should prove how much I care about any of your opinions, because you all are constantly wrong and are thorns in my side. You guys are the hemorrhoid on my butthole on this podcast.
How can I be constantly wrong if I was just right?
There's a first time for everything?
That was more of a question. That was more of a question than an answer, but I digress. Go ahead, Ed. Explain to myself and Jaime why we're wrong.
I don't want to now. You guys don't deserve it.
Okay, so you think Corbin's walking out of Battleground as the champion?
Do you not listen to the podcast we just recorded for the last 30 minutes? That's exactly what I said 15 minutes ago, Dan.
You answered my question. You answered my question.
Anyway,
Who's taking the title off?
Off of who? Corbin?
Yeah. Who's Corbin going to win? Who's Corbin going to beat?
Kevin Owens, maybe? Or, no. We gotta go with logic. John Cena.
Okay, so he's not going to get the title at Battleground then, considering John Cena's not in the Punjabi prison match.
Wait, what? No.
Who is Corbin taking the title from?
Oh, Orton, duh!
Okay, there's your prediction for our fans that you said they did not deserve to hear. You're welcome, guys.
I said this 20 minutes ago!
I don't recall.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I'm shocked.
continue.
I'm really shocked. No, I thought you were asking who was going to take the title off of Corbin. It's got to be John Cena, right?
No, Corbin's taking that belt into Mania.
To face John Cena. For John Cena.
God, that match would actually excite me. If that would be a Mania match, that would actually excite me.
Well,
No.
Don't get my hopes up.
Here's what it's gonna be. Here's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be Corbin going into Mania as world champion against Roman Reigns, the Universal Champion, in a champion versus champion unification match.
there's so many things wrong with that. Where's Brock Lesnar? Where's John Cena?
Off doing UFC. John Cena's
Not
off doing
happening. That is fake.
He's still got 6 months of a suspension left.
Right, he has 5 months of a suspension left, and he has to re-enter the USADA program.
And he's not going to do
He
it.
is not done either. He turned in his letter of retirement earlier in the year, or he told UFC that he was not coming back.
Whatever.
No.
He can come out of retirement and
Sure, I mean, plenty of fighters have done it, but he still has 5 months of a
And-
suspension left.
he's already rejoined the US ADA testing programs.
No, he is not. No, he's not.
That's what I've seen reported everywhere.
On where, Reddit?
Twitter, Reddit.
Valuable news sources there, let me tell you. Because those people, they know what's going on.
Oh, I don't claim that anyone on Reddit or Twitter knows what they're talking about. I claim that
Well,
they can
well,
link
let's not be too hasty. Our 7 listeners may be on Reddit, and pretty sure all of us are on it too. So, and we know what we're talking about.
I'm actually not on Reddit.
I am actually very close friends with Dave Meltzer personally, so
Right.
hi Dave.
Okay, so I'm going to read you the top 3 headlines on Google from very highly known MMA sources. UFC executive Brock Lesnar has not re-entered USADA drug testing pool. UFC GF Novinsky. No truth to Brock Lesnar re-entering USADA drug testing. Novinsky. Zero truth to Lesnar in USADA testing pool. So, that's a UFC exec saying that he has not re-entered USADA.
Maybe he's going to Bellator. Who knows?
That's where the money is now.
With all the, it would not be there. It would not be there for Lesnar, though, Jaime.
Oh my god! Oh, that's so good. You guys think money's in Bellator, not UFC?
With sponsorships, have you seen the Reebok deal?
Oh my god. Yeah, and
And
if
the
you
Reebok deals messing with the fighters.
do you know what the UFC is gonna make on August 26th when the check clears from the Mayweather-McGregor fight? Money's in
Right,
Bellator.
but guess what? The fighters aren't making that.
It doesn't matter. The fighters just get paid. Brock Lesnar wants to get paid. He wants to go where the money is, not where the...
If your name is Brock Lesnar, John Jones. Okay, let's just say any of the champions. If you're any of the champions, Jones, Rousey, McGregor. If McGregor ends up getting stripped of the title because he decides to have another rematch with Mayweather or whatever after he loses.
At WrestleMania 35. Go on.
If you're any of those guys, the money is in the UFC. But if you're anyone else, Rory McDonald, for example, Jaime knows who he is.
I don't.
He went to Bellator because he's going to make a ton of money off of sponsorships for being able to wear sponsors on his pants and on his tights. God damn it, I can't talk, motherfucker.
You guys and your
And there is our rating,
talk
folks.
about pro wrestling.
Thank you, Dan. Now we have to go in the not safe for work section, you dick.
Hey, it wasn't me this week. I feel happy about that.
Yeah, to be fair, you haven't made a comment about somebody getting, forcibly sodomized or
Last week
or a racist joke or a gay joke or a gay racist joke or a misogynistic joke. I'm actually proud you haven't made a misogynistic comment in almost a month, Alex. I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah. Good job.
I'll give myself a hearty pat on the back here for
You're
you.
going to give yourself a Hardy? That sounds like something that would go in the Nazi.
Wait, I thought giving yourself a hearty was shooting yourself up with a nice big cocktail of all kinds of illegalness, and then trying to wrestle Sting in a pay-per-view. Isn't that giving yourself a hearty?
That's giving yourself a victory road.
Ah, my bad. Is giving
Yourself a hearty means that you jump off a ladder.
It means you watch, what was that porn you were reviewing last week?
Oh God, don't even get me started.
Twinklight?
Twinklight. I worked for 20 hours on that. I wrote that, I recorded it, I edited it, and then Sony Vegas decided nope, and it crashed and it corrupted the entire file.
So hold on, wait. You recorded Twinklight and then you reviewed it?
I recorded the review.
Wait, hold on. I am completely lost. Did you star in the film?
No. What?
I mean, you confused me for a second. You confused me.
It was a video review.
Okay, so you were just you watched it and reviewed it.
Yes.
Alright. Because by what you just said, I thought you were saying you recorded it. You spent 20 hours recording it, which I thought you meant you spent 20 hours recording the film Twinklight. So I just wanted to make sure I had that cleared up.
I mean, I'm not opposed to that, but no, that is not what I did.
We have an important question that our listeners want to know. Alex, when you were reviewing Twinklight, were your pants on?
At times.
More than one.
You don't want to know the answer to, Ed.
Yeah, but it's one of those questions that has to be asked.
That question actually has not crossed my mind since you started talking about this last week.
To be fair, my girlfriend wanted to know. As she clears her throat to calling me a liar. Anyway, moving on. We still haven't gotten... Did we get everybody's prediction now?
Yeah.
Can we put Battleground to bed?
Yes, please.
Alright. Before we do, there's one last question. Will it be the worst show this year?
God, no.
Probably not.
We still have Survivor Series and Hell in a Cell to get through.
Survivor Series will be old.
Yeah.
I think Survivor Series will be good.
Okay.
Survivor Series is always terrible.
Is this the last time we're going to be seeing the Punjabi prison?
Hopefully.
Hopefully that gets retired.
What if 205 Live Mustafa Ali? Isn't he Indian?
Please don't put that idea in Vince's head.
I'm just saying, cruiserweights in a really tall cage.
Isn't Davari more of the heel Indian type guy than Mustafa Ali?
I thought Davari was Iranian.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Iran and India don't...
And Tiger was Canadian up until like 2 months ago. He was billed from Ontario, I believe.
Vince does not care what your nationality is as long as your skin color is brown.
That's true. I think. Oh, who was it? Ivan Koloff was a Canadian Italian playing a Russian.
Yes, I think you are correct.
I don't know. I did his obituary, and it was just wow that he was 3 different nationalities all at the same time. Kind of reminds me, if you all haven't seen, a film that I believe was robbed for an Oscar. Had an all-star cast, including Robert Downey Jr., Tropic Thunder.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I know that.
You need to look at.
I may have seen it at some point.
You guys need to look it up because it is fantastic. Jack Black, Robert Downey Jr., Ben Stiller, Danny McBride's in it. I think
all these names that no one knows, man.
Never heard of who's Robert.
You with these indie films, man.
Friggin' indie mark.
I literally may leave this podcast now. Like. So, as many of you guys know, the three of the 4 of us write for RealSport101.com, and we're going to take this time, since we're about halfway through the podcast, to let you know what's going on in our lives this week. Jaime, you write for several sections. Tell us what you got coming down the pipe.
Right now, well, my article has already come up about the tag teams to watch in NXT, and I plan to write about something about 205 Live. How to salvage the division, because see, it's shallow in talent right now. You see Mustafa Ali and Drew Gulak fighting forever, and you see Neville running out of challengers after Akira Tozawa, who's next.
Okay, now
So, write something about 205 Live. To bolster the division.
All right, we look forward to hearing about that. Dan, what do you got going on?
Myself and the editor for the NFL section have just put out our fantasy rankings for this year for football. So be looking forward to that.
Would you like to give the name of our editor in the NFL section, or you just want to refer to him as the big British guy?
The big British guy named Toby.
Hi, Toby. You dick.
We just stuck our accumulative rankings together for that. Something about, I can't remember what it is, but all I know is it's like Sierra, Hotel, Indigo, Echo, Lima, Delta.
Shield.
Some piece about them just came out. Some guy named Ed Berkman and Daniel Bisney. Bisney's a pretty cool guy, but that guy Ed. We just stuck a little something together about that. So you guys definitely want to check that out, especially if you're listening to the Caps, Locks, and Chair Shots podcast.
Alex, what's going on in your life? Any more gay porn to talk about?
After putting in roughly 20 hours on something that will never see the light of day, no. But I think what I might do instead is I might record something else that I've had on my brain for a while. I might review all of the Insane Clown Posse albums.
Oh, God.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Cool. And then, as you know, for me, as Dan said, we do have the Shield piece where you, the fans, are going to decide who is the best former member of the Shield. You can also look for my 31 bold predictions for the NHL 2017-2018 season. And you can look for all of the recaps. Jaime does the previews. I do the recaps. Dan does some power rankings. So we are the 3 men that have all of your wrestling covered, and Alex is just kind of there. All right, we got a few things we got to get to before we close out the show. Let's talk about Impact for a few minutes. I thought it was the best show of the week out of the 3 big shows. Am I wrong here?
I agree.
Dan?
Especially the X Division.
Absolutely, yes.
I think that show is going to be one of the best this week by far. I have hopes for Battleground. I have hopes, but it's probably going to be the best show this week.
Alex, your thoughts?
I need more Sammy Guevara in my life.
Okay, tell the people who he is, for those that don't know him.
I don't know. I saw him for the first time on Impact.
Sammy Guevara is an independent superstar who is going to be phenomenal. No pun intended on that, using the word phenomenal. The dude can fly. The dude has great in-ring charisma. He has that nasty heel attitude on the indies. He's just somebody that everyone should look for. YouTube him. Look up his matches. You will enjoy it.
Wow, okay, side note. Watching Jerry Springer right now, Mom, don't ruin my trainee wedding. Just saying, Jerry, you've come a long way, baby.
Wait, I walked away for a second. Did Alex say that, or was that Ed?
That was me. That was Ed. Yeah, that was me.
I'm just messing with you, Alex.
Okay, alright, let's go to the last thing on this show before we say sayonara. The top 50 wrestlers. We are on 20 to 11. Let's kick it off. Number 20, Mick freaking Foley. Yes, no, up, down. What do you guys think?
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Alex?
Yeah.
Wasn't the best in-ring performer, but great.
Cool. Number 19, the American Dream, baby, Dr. Rhodes.
I feel like he should be higher. Just for what he's done in the industry altogether. I feel like that might be a little bit of a snub.
Hammer, baby, tell me what you think, baby. What do you think the American Dream, Dr. Rhodes will be?
Yeah. Should be a little more higher. I can't remember where I ranked him, but I think
You rank the man that you thought down with kings and queens and sitting down and eating pork and beans, baby. You ranked him at number 19, so you are perfect.
okay.
Is it doing anything for you, the impersonation? No. No.
It makes me want to end the call.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's number 18.
Sure.
Yeah.
CM Punk's number 17.
He should be a lot higher.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Should CM Punk be higher than the man? Let's see, 20, 19, 18. At number 16, Hulk Hogan.
God, yes.
He should be higher than Hogan, and Hogan should be the lowest.
Hogan should be off somewhere in a deep, dark pit. Same
Okay.
place he's been for the last year and a half.
I'm okay with Punk being lower than Hogan.
At number
Hogan
15,
changed the game.
Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm okay with that.
Well,
Maybe higher by a couple notches.
just remember, we're getting into the top 15 wrestlers of all time. There's going to be some names in here. Yeah, there's some big names here. Number 14, Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really? Over CM Punk?
Yes, Daniel Bryan did. I feel like Daniel Bryan's done more for the industry as a whole than CM Punk has.
Over Hulk Hogan. Using the exact same argument, you can't say that.
I do. I can. Daniel Bryan changed the way that smaller wrestlers are looked at.
I am going to lose my damn mind. Hulk Hogan made wrestling. This is a conversation we're going to have next week because we are literally out of time, but we got to keep going. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, Sting. Yes or no?
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
I guess.
Number 12, Kurt Angle.
Maybe higher by a couple notches.
Yeah, a little higher.
And number 11, the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Lower.
Oh, yeah.
He should be lower.
No, he's right where he should be.
No, he should be lower.
I think he's right where he
A
should
little notch slower.
be. All right.
He's like top 20 to 15, but he's not 11.
Okay, so let's recap what we have. Number 20, Mick Foley. Number 19, Dusty Rhodes. Number 18, Ricky Steamboat. Number 17, CM Punk. 16, Hulk Hogan. 15, Eddie Guerrero. 14, Daniel Bryan. 13, Sting. 12, Kurt Angle. 11, Macho Man Randy Savage. Next week, you're going to be getting our Battleground recap, what we thought of the show. You're also going to be getting our weekly roundtable, where we're actually going to discuss professional wrestling and try to keep this as PG as possible. You're also going to get numbers 6 through 10 that we're actually going to talk about on the top 50 wrestlers of all time. Anything else that may pop up during the week, you may get. Also, as it comes closer to its release, we're going to be talking about O.J. Simpson and Chris Benoit and which was worse. We're going to let you guys make your opinions heard. You can tweet directly at the show at CLANDCS. You can also find us on SoundCloud. You can leave our comments there. You can also leave the comments on the articles that are posted on realsport101.com. Dan, give out your Twitter handle.
Real D Direct.
Jaime, Twitter, go.
The great KLA.
Alex, social media, whatever you want to talk about, go.
At Official Unfunny on Twitter and the Unfunny Comedian on YouTube.
There we go. That's where you can find us. We'll find you if you get a hold of us. Look for all of our work on realsport101.com and on YouTube. We're going to say adios to this 16th edition of the podcast. And as always, I said at the top we don't care, but we do. Anyway, if you're not down with us, I just got 2 words for you. Keep listening.